I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I've been stuck on your memory, but it's not like I need it. And we may have some history, but we don't have to repeat it. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I'm gonna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. 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 I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. Oh, clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head.
I used to be the lost boy running insane. I used to be the ghost boy looking for fame. I used to work so hard to get it, so hard to get it. I used to be the one living in the fast lane. I used to be the one who only cried in the rain. I used to work so hard to get it, and so hard to get it. And so hard to get it. fast lane. Used to be the one who only cried in the rain. I used to work so hard to get it. It's so hard to get it. So hard to get it. I used to be the lost boy running insane. I used to be the ghost boy looking for fame. I used to work so hard to get it. So hard to get it. I used to be the one living in the fast lane. I used to be the one who only cried in the rain. I used to work so hard to get it. So hard to get it. I used to be the lost boy running insane. Used to be the ghost boy looking for fame. I used to work so hard to get it.
Sometimes a minute takes days and feelings fade when you don't want them to. I hope you won't throw the blame my way, but if you do, oh, are you looking for, looking for, looking for, looking for echoes? Are you looking for, looking for, looking for?
Hello and welcome to TTFL. We are season 9 and this is round 10. We are at Abu Dhabi tonight at Yas Marianne. Well, you'll get that joke if you're in the Discord. So, whilst everyone is loading in, we will run through the standings. Thornicus still holding on to that lead with 167 points. Clasto not far behind on 144, and Find the Pass sitting nicely in third on 126. Frenzy's moved up into fourth place. Moyland in fifth. Zodak in sixth. Mrs. Carl in seventh. Jake in eighth. Scarito in ninth. Camu in 10th. Stilled in 11th. Jesus in 12th. Simseku in 13th. Hyder in 14th. Tied with Josh on points at the moment. Kelly Kane in 16th. Hobo in 17th, Wi-Fi in 18th, and Cons and Effectus yet to pick up any points. In the team standings, McLaren are out in front, 293. They've got a 66-point lead over Ferrari, so Ferrari are still looking to try and make an improvement and move up into that first position. Mercedes in third, AlphaTauri in fourth, Alpine in fifth, Alfa Romeo in sixth, Red Bull in seventh, Williams in eighth. Why is everyone leaving the session? Haas in ninth, Aston in 10th. Alright, quality at Abu Dhabi, this is local what? And the lobby is broken. I've just seen rain in quali, but it looks like there are serious problems. Yeah, everyone's leaving. So we will be back in a few minutes. Whilst we're waiting, I'm going to put it back on the load-in screen and find out what the hell's on the starting screen and find out what's going on. We will be back shortly. So lobby has been reset up, this time with the correct settings. So hopefully now we can get underway for qualifying. Unfortunately, I've got no telemetry working, so I can't do weather, I can't do gap, I can't do card damage because, I don't know, Simob's just being an idiot. But we will persevere nonetheless. I'll have to put the telemetry up on screen so I can see what people's ERS and things are on. And watch them take ages to actually get out on track. Come on everyone, to be eager to get out on track. Let's get some racing underway. Please someone leave the garage. I hear someone starting up. Looks like a Mercedes possibly on the way out. Which will be Kelly Kane at a guess. No, it's not, it's Moyland. So we will follow Moyland round, who this week is back racing on screen. Though we did enjoy VR, it was a bit of a hindrance when it came to being wheel to wheel and actually seeing what's going on further ahead. We've got 4 out on track: Martin, Mrs. Cole, Moyland, and Cons. That's Moyland heading up the first DRS straight. So we're taking this out lap fairly steady. Using the brakes to try and help get those tyres up to temperature. So Zodak's out for an outlap as well. And the other Alfa Romeo of Simseku just making his way out of the pits. Mrs. Cole just behind Moyland. They want to start trying to leave a bit of a gap as we come around the final corner and see what Moyland can do on this first timed run. And Simseku's had a moment on at the end of this straight. Not sure how his car's ended up where it has. It has now cleared, so it won't be in the way of anyone as Moyland makes his way down the DRS straight. And nicely through the chicane, heading on to the second and final DRS straight. Into the nice wide open hairpin. And then into the hotel section. One of my least favourite parts of this track. hard on the brakes for the final corner. Across the line with a 1:24.3 to start us off. Mrs. Cole immediately beats that with a 1:23.7 to go top. Martin just coming through the final corner on the medium tyre at 23.9. Mrs. Cole and Moylan both on the softs. Cons out of the final corner on the medium tyre, a 25.0 for Cons. Zodak's invalidated. And Find the Pass is on an outlap. So we'll stay with Find the Pass, running on the hard tyre. Hopefully he can have a bit more luck during this qualifying session over last week, where he was struggling to get a clean lap in. Out of the final corner, heading up towards turn 1. Bit of an oversteer as he got onto the curb through turn 1, but keeps it under control. Heading through 3 and 4, down to the break-in for the hairpin, onto the DRS straight. Aston Martin on the inside, keeping well out of the way. Heads up to the break-in for the chicane. Looking tidy through the chicane now. The second DRS straight. It's not that straight as it clears the AlphaTauri. Flat out all the way now to the break-in for the hotel. Tidy through the hotel. Looks to be a bit of bodywork on the track there. Hopefully the virtual marshals will run out and get that cleared. And crosses the line. A 24.3 from Find the Pass takes him into 4th on that hard tyre. Very close to 5 thousandths off of Moylan's time, and Moylan on the soft tyre as well. Hobo that's coming into the second DRS straight. Camus retired. That looks to be out the final corner. Mercedes, is that going past? The car's cleared. So where's Hobo up to? Just coming into the hotel. Got the Red Bull just behind him as well. Couldn't get in anybody's way. Just final corner to go for Hobo. Come on, camera, catch up. And crosses the line. A 25.0 takes Hobo into 7th. Zodak was coming through behind on a 24.7 to go into 5th. So it's Simseku and Camus out already. One more driver to be knocked out during this session. Let's find the Pass on his way back in. Scarito on his first time run. Nearly out of VRS as well. So it's going to hurt the end of his lap. Still pushing on, just the final corner to go. And crosses the line, a 26.6 for Scarito, puts him into 8th. As Speedy goes through on a 23.5, takes him to the top of the standings at the moment. Still just coming into the final two corners. It's got the Mercedes, Kelly Kane just ahead. Still does a 23.7, takes him into third. And in the pits, Martin on an outlap. Cons coming into the pits. Zodak on a cool down lap, Hobo in the pits. We have got Casto on track and pushing through the second DRS straight now. 53.3 through sector 2 for Casto. And then on the medium tyre, Moyland feels he's done enough and retires in the pits. As does Scorito and Cons. So Casto out the final corner, crosses the line, 23.565, couple of hundredths off of Speedy on that medium tyre. Great time from Casto, who's left to set a time. Dutchman just coming through the chicane onto the second DRS straight. The yellow flag ahead for Thornicus. I think he saw Dutchman come in and was trying to keep well out of the way so we didn't get impede through the hotel. As Gunny goes to the top on a 23.4. Good first lap for Gunny. Dutchman coming to the line now. 23.7 from Dutchman takes him into 6. So it's just Thornicus to set a lap. Goes 16th on that 52.4. Must have been on a lap previously and opted to bail. Already down to 70% ERS, and we're not even through the 2 DRS straights. Maybe struggling for DRS at the end. Scorito, I mean, already retired in the pits, is the man in danger. I'd expect to see Scorito going out in this session, unless Thornicus has an absolute mare. Thornicus just making his way down the second DRS straight. 53.4 through sector 2. So 10th off the time done by Casto. Should be putting him comfortably in the top 6. Just the final corner to go. A little snap of oversteer on the way out. 24.3 from Thornicus only puts him into P12, but that is safe. So everyone will be through. Scorito, Simseku and Camu won't be taking part in Q2. So everyone can bail on their laps, come into the pits and retire, please. As Casto decides he wants to show what he's really got, a 23.0 on the medium tyre again as well. Top 9 all in the 23s, 123s. Could definitely make for a close Q3. A mix of tyres between the guys as well. You've got Casto on the used mediums doing that 23.0. Gunny and Speedy both on the soft tyre. Martin on the medium. Moylan, Duckman, Steele and Mrs. Cole all on the soft. And Find the Pass still in that 123 on the hard tyre. Cornicus coming into the pits. Kelly Kane just making his way down the second DRS straight. Definitely not pushing. What's that doing that? I'm going to close that because that's not needed. That's not working. Cat up there, so I don't need it on that screen as well. So Casto, Speedy, Frenzy, Thornicus and Kelly Kane. If you can all retire in the pits, please. Am I getting pings? That's attendance. Canada next week. And it's a sprint at Canada as well. So come on, Casso, Speedy, Speedy's listened, and Frenzy. Don't make me... Oh, Casto, get back in the bloody pits. Well, I think that might have actually been Frenzy on his way out. Frenzy, why are you going out, man? You don't need to. Save your tyres. Save your tyres. Return to the pits. Frenzy. Okay, that's different. Not seen that before. Where we going? I want to keep that one. Where you gone? Too many chats in this Discord. Need to tidy up. Ah, Frenzy, what you doing, man? Behave or we'll put Bearman in your seat. Now into the pit. What possessed you to do that, Frenzy? It's a wasted pit stop for the Ferrari team. They don't get them right that often. You've just wasted one where they got something right. So at the end of Q1, as we already know, Scarito, Simseku and Camus have been knocked out. Scarito did set a time early on. Chose to retire in the pits. That unfortunately cost him a place in Q2. Simseku and Camus both finding the walls on their laps, so not able to set a time, so won't be taking any further part in qualifying. So here we go for Q2. Any predictions on which 5 drivers won't make it through to Q3? At least we've got people going straight out onto track. That looked like Martin drove into the wall on the exit of the pits there. Not something you want to be doing. And that wonderful tunnelled pit exit. So we want to get lap data back on. As Duckman and Casto have had coming together, Casto being hit with a 5-place penalty for the contact with Duckman. Not entirely sure what went on there, but that's going to hurt Casto when it comes to the start of the race. As it looks like Casto's in a hurry to get underway on this lap, or is he going to... Does he need to pull into the pits to get repairs done? We'll find out in a moment or two. I've put the overlay on, but it don't bloody work. No, Casto staying out, so can't be carrying damage. It's going for that lap. Try and make it count on the medium tyre. Nicely through the opening corners of 17.4 through sector 1 for Casto. I really need to get a pen and paper and write these down. We'll have a live timing board, that'd be handy if it worked. So down the first DRS straight onto the brakes for the chicane. Nicely to the apexes there. Now down the second DRS run. There's the car out wide. Let's bring it back in for the apex and then back out wide on the exit. And now on the brakes for the slightly not 90-degree corners, but a snap of oversteer on the entry there. It's going to cost him a couple of tenths as he makes his way around the final corner. 23.4 from Casto takes him to the top. Martin crosses the line at 23.9, also on the medium tyre, followed by Speedy on the soft tyre again at 23.1. We've got the McLarens of Thornicus into 5th on a 24.2. Mrs. Cole jumps up into 2nd on a 23.4. Find the pass coming through on the medium tyre this time, a 23.5 takes him into 4th. Duckman into 5th on a 23.8. Gunny does the final 2 corners to go. Crosses the line at 23.4, takes Gunny into 3rd. Unfortunately, Casto, I don't know if you can hear on the comm stream, there's no way for the grid penalty to be removed. All I can suggest is put the incident into the stewards so the stewards can have a look after the race and see what went on. Zodak and Hobo. Hobo will be the next across the line. At the final corner comes Hobo. Not on a push lap that time, a 33.8. So it's going for the push this time around. So it's Zodak missing the pit entry there, running deep and missing the barrier as well. So he did well to avoid the barrier. Looks like he'll be limping it round this lap as his fuel light is flashing. Stilled on an out lap. Moylan just starting his out laps. Well, so is Stilled. He'll be starting his first timed run in a second. Up into turn one. Clip the apex on the inside. Run it out to the exit curb. Through the left hand of 2, and we're now down to turn 5. Gets the DRS open. At 207 down the DRS straight before hard onto the brakes for the chicane. I wish it could be a Friday night. I can do comms and not start yawning during quali. To the final sector now for Still, just coming up to the hotel. You can't see until the camera changes. There you go. You can see that the hotel passes over the track. Final corner now for Stilled, and that moves him up into third on a 23.4. So good time from Stilled. Moylan just on to the first of the DRS straights. He's got an Aston Martin just ahead on their out lap. That's Speedy. I wonder if Moylan will try and get some benefit of a tow from Speedy, or if Speedy will just pull straight out the way. Looks like Speedy's trying to give a bit of a tow. Down that second DRS straight. A little bit of traffic again with the Alfa Romeo keeping out of the way. Kept out of the way for Moylan and Speedy. That's the last 2 corners to go for Moylan. Final corner now, crosses the line at 24.1, takes him into 10th. So not quite safe at the moment, especially with Shaunicus and Frenzy have still got another run to do. So Hobo did manage to get a timed run in at 24.9, puts him currently in 13th. Kelly Kane just coming through the final corner now. Can he beat his teammates' time? Crosses the line at 24.4, takes him into 13th. So Thornicus, Frenzy, Kelly, Hobo and Zodak all need to run again if they want to try and find their way into Q3. As Casto does his first run on the soft tyre, 22.4. So I found 0.6 in that change of tyre from the medium to the soft. And find the pass, goes through into second on a 22.9. So times are starting to fall. That was his second run on the medium tyre as well for Find the Pass. So half a second off on a used set of tyres against Casso on a fresh set of softs, who took 6 tenths out of his previous time. Going to be close for pole when we get through to Q3 as Martin goes into second on a 22.8. So times really are falling. Speedy is starting his lap. I think Speedy would be safe on a 23.1. But it's better to be safe than sorry. So down into turn 5. 4 tenths down on his previous time. So got some work to do in sector 2 and 3. Also got the fuel warning light on. Time counting down. Not sure he's going to have time to complete this lap and go for another run. 7 tenths down. So expect to see Speedy coming into the pits at the end of this lap. Chronicus has improved and moved himself up into 5th on a 23.2. Kelly Kane has retired just around this corner somewhere. There he is. He's found the wall on the inside. May have distracted Chronicus a little. He chooses to bail. So Duxman on a lap. Hobo is on a lap, just coming through the final corners now. Let's see, can he move himself up? 23.5 from Hobo, does move him up into 10th place. Kelly Kane trying too hard to recoup time he lost earlier in the lap. That's why he ended up in the barrier. A few tenths would have made all the difference as well. To get through now, you need to be 23.5. Duckman bailing on his current lap. About 2 seconds down. Going to be cutting it fine for if he wants to go for another run. Cons, Moyland, Frenzy, all on outlaps as Zodak starts his run. Let's keep this one clean if he wants to find a place in Q3. So down the DRS straight we go. Cornicus, turn your hot lap on. Martin thinks you've forgotten to turn it on for quali. So 53.3 for Zodak through sector 2. A quick time. Will it be enough? Hobo currently sat on the bubble. Does look like he's gone for another lap. He has. We'll see what Zodak can do out the final two corners. It's up to the line. A 23.6 from Zodak. Only good enough for 11th. Moyland down through sector 1. Gains a little in sector 2. Needs to find half a second in sector 3 to make it through. Looks like Hobo's bailed on his lap. Went through the final corner now, followed by Frenzy. Can he improve? 23.580 for Moyland. He does jump Hobo, but doesn't make it through to Q3. Only ends up 12th. So at the end of the session, we are losing Cons, Moyland, Hobo, Zodak, and Kelly Kane. So 23.4 just crept in for Gunny. So he just held on to 10th. Like I thought, times are close. If we ignore the top 3, everyone else who's through are in the 23.4s. So less than a second between the top 10. And with the exception of Kelly, who couldn't improve or couldn't complete the lap he was improving on, it's only just over a second between. Stop reading chat. What was he trying to say? Something. It's only a second, just over a second between everyone in Q2. Sorry, Nevo, I've just seen that message. How long ago did you send that? Oh, you've only just sent it. Yeah, he does seem to have lost pace. Thank you for the sub, Nevo. Much appreciated. Welcome to the stream. It's been a while since you've watched one of the streams. And if you're bored and got nothing to do, you're welcome to jump in comms as well. And you can tell everyone exactly what you think of Moyland's washed abilities. That one. Why is that not working? Ah, that's better. I had it muted. Yes. More than likely, hundreds of updates for F1. No worries. You can just stay in chat, keep me entertained. Yes, right. I want that on, that on, that on. So Casso and Duckman are first on their flying lap. Duckman is the first on track, so we'll stay with Duckman at 17.5 through sector 1, and we'll skim back to Casto at 17.2. So 3/10 up on Duckman as we just done basically 3 corners. Duckman making his way through the chicane. And up to our second sector. 53.3 from Duckman. Come back to Casto, a 52.5, so 8 tenths up. He's found another half a second on Duckman in sector 2 alone. Just the last couple of corners to go, and Duckman starts us off with a 123.7. You can see Casto in the wow, a 22.0 from Casto. As Find the Pass comes through on a 22.6. Mrs. Cole a 23.4. Next up will be Thornicus, who's hopefully found where the ERS button is. Does look like he has a 23.2 from Thornicus, takes him into third. Looking a little off the pace tonight. I know he said he weren't feeling great in the chat earlier on. Find the Pass said he's under the weather as well. Moylan's been racing driver excuses of not being well as well. So Mrs. Cole in 5th on a 23.4. Martin jumps up into 3rd, splitting the McLarens on a 22.9. I would change the camera, but my hands are busy trying to get another beer. There's Speedy on track, just coming out of the chicane onto the second DRS straight. See what his split is at the end of sector 2. Not that I can remember what Casto's was. 52.7. I want to say Casto was a 52.4. We'll follow Speedy through this final hotel section. And then we'll cut away just before he crosses the line. Don't know why I'm so mean to Speedy. It's not fair. Oh wait, I do. It's because it's funny. So a little wiggle on the exit. A 22.7 from Speedy takes him into 3rd. Frenzy's done a 23.5, sitting in 7th. Gunny crosses the line on a 23.2 to go up into 6th. The Stiltonese to set their time a 23.004. Very close to that 22. That puts him into 5th. Thornicus doesn't have a 5th gear for some reason. What's he need 5th for? You don't want 5th gear, you want top gear. Grand Tour, but yeah. Mrs. Cole on their way out for another run. Gunny, I'd imagine, will be pitting at the end of this run, or the end of this lap. Stilt's definitely on a cool down lap. Speedy's on a cool down lap. Just Mrs. Carl on an out lap. Speedy running out of fuel as he goes into the pits. So just the one remaining Williams out on track at the moment. So Nevo, are you booking for the British GT. That's what we all want to know. As Mrs. Cole starts her lap into turn 1, running right on the track limits on the exit of 1. Lovely bit of sparking from the underside of that Williams. Always like the Williams liveries at night. They just seem to stand out nicely. Heading on the DRS straight. I completely forgot to look at the split to see how he's doing compared to her previous lap. So through the chicane and on to the second DRS straight. We'll get our second split time. 53.0, half a second up on her previous time. It's going to be putting her close to 4th place. If we can find another couple of tenths through the final sector. That's going to put her challenging for the top 3 spot. Just the final corner to go. A 22.8 from Mrs. Cole puts her into 4th. Good clean lap there from Mrs. Cole. Actually keep forgetting about it. We'll decide tomorrow. What's there to decide? You're coming. It's been decided. We've all decided for you. Hobo's going, Lexi's going, Moylan's going, I'm going. We're all staying at the Hilton. So it's just going to be well, it's Hobo's first day at a race, so it's going to be a laugh. Silverstone's good. It's really good as a track. It's massive, but there's lots of good vantage points. And it's got the museum as well. I've done the museum a couple of times, at least twice, maybe even more. But here we are, final runs now. We've got a few still trying to get round for their outlaps. Frenzy will be safe. Speedy and Stilled should make it round. Duckman's should be clear. Yep, Duxman does get round, so Martin's going to be the first to cross the line. Mr. Cole and Gunny not able to improve in the pits. Right, around the final corner now. What can he pull out on this critical run? A 1:22.5 moves him up into second, followed by Thornicus, who doesn't improve. So Thornicus only 7th place at the moment. And we've got Casto currently down on his time. Find the Pass is up though. Casto crosses the line, doesn't improve. Find the Pass does improve, moves himself up into second. Still a couple of tenths off of Casto's time, but a great starting position for Find the Pass, who's had some poor qualifying results so far this year. It's going to be Frenzy next across the line, currently a tenth and a half up. Needs to find a bit more if he wants to move up the order. Crosses the line at 23.2, so he will stay in ninth. Speedy comes into the pits. Steele jumps up into third on a 22.5. So it's just Dutchman now to set their time, and he crosses the line 23.3 and stays in 10th place. So Casto takes the pole, but he has got that 5-place penalty to serve, which does mean effectively Find the Pass is going to be, well, it's not effectively, he is going to be starting from pole. So it'll be Find the Pass, Still Sneeze, Martin. And then I've got no idea after that. First pole of the season. Yes, it is. Well done, Find the Pass. It's about time. Now all you've got to do is just control that front. Keep the race at your pace. So Find the Pass will take pole. Stilled in second. Martin in third. Speedy in fourth. Casto will fit into fifth. Mrs. Carl in sixth, Thornicus in seventh. Poor qualifying from Thornicus. Hopefully that fifth gear issue will be resolved when we get to the race. Gunny in eighth, Frenzy in ninth, and Dutchman will be starting in 10th. So here we go. I forgot my briefcase. Lab result. Oh, Jesus, Find the Pass. That's a dad joke if ever I did hear one. So the crowd seem excited. That bloke in the blue t-shirt is in 2 stands at once. Seriously? Just lost mine. Please don't cause chaos. So Martin's just disconnected. I have resent an invite. But there is every possibility, this being an EA server, that it's going to cause chaos. Been waiting for players for a while. So formation lap is underway. No one wants tyres. So Find the Pass going for the medium, sealed on the hard. Martin may have not selected his own strategy, but is on the medium along with Speedy. Mrs. Cole on the hard. Then Casto, Thornicus, Gunny, Frenzy, Dutchman, Cons all on the medium. Moyland going for the hard. Hobo on the medium. Zodak and Jelly on the hard. Scorito on the medium, Simseku and Camus on the hard. Want that on. for Martin. Sent. Here we go, lining up. Why is that Alpine all the way out there? What happened there? That was Gunny having a moment. Zodak and Simseku not parking in the right place. Let's get back to the front as we wait for the lights. The lights go out and we do get underway straight away. A strong start from Find the Pass, coming straight over to cover off the Alpine of Steel Knees. Further back, looks like everyone making it through without too much contact. Thornicus all the way down in 18th. What's happened there? I see him ran wide through turn 1, but has come back on at the back of the order. Casto having a good start, already making up 2 places and on to the DRS straight. Looks like he's already on the attack of Martin. I'm guessing maybe struggling to get the tyres up to temperature after having the AI run round for the formation lap. So Casto up into 3rd and with less than half a lap gone, and making a move straight away around the outside of Steel Knees as they head down towards turn 9. Still holds the inside line, but Casto looking around the outside is going to put him on the inside as they head into the hotel. And Casto does get that move done, so Casto up into 2nd place. Mrs. Cole's lost out off the start as well, dropped down into 5th place. We've got Scarito losing ground. Cons and Zodak have both lost out. Cons down 7 places. Thornicus has recovered up to 13th. Speedy into the pits. What's happened to Speedy? Are they waiting with the wing? They are waiting with the front wing for Speedy, so not sure what happened to Speedy there, but the Zodak also into the pits for a front wing change. Whether the two had a coming together, I think they were far enough apart, unless Speedy really had a poor start and lost places. So how long can Find the Pass hold off Casto? No DRS available at the moment. Casto, first position in his car, so he's in the mirrors of Find the Pass. Letting him know he's there and ready to pounce at any moment. Moylan's had a good start as well, gaining 4 places up into 8, so in the points positions. Obo up 3 into 10th, Simseku up 6 places, currently running in 11th. Thornicus has recovered another place as well, finds himself sitting in 12th. Find the Pass has managed to open the gap on Casto, put himself a little bit of breathing space. Pit strategy there. Those on the mediums looking to pit from lap 15 onto the hard tyre. I mean, your hard tyre strategy is going to be fairly similar going on to the medium. I don't know if you can try and drag the hard out. Try and go for a late stop onto the softs as Casto looking up the inside on the first lap with DRS available. Gets the move done on the first DRS straight. This will give Find the Pass DRS down the second straight. Can he stay close enough to try and make a move into turn 9? He can. Looks up the inside of Casto. Casto holding on to the outside line though. Holds on round the outside. A little bit of rear wheel to wing contact there. Find the pass a little bit wide. Allow Casto to maintain the position. The pass didn't quite have the overlap there to demand full there, the inside line. Find the pass should be within DRS of Casto this time around. So let's see if he can live up to his name and find the pass. A big moment of oversteer coming around turn 5 for Casto. That's going to compromise him on the run in the DRS straight. Managing to find the pass off that time around. Did find the pass. Decide to wait and try and go for the run with DRS this time. Down the second straight. As Moylan's past. I'm trying to work out who's dropped down. Simseku and Sornicus having a battle further down. And Hobo in that battle as well. Sornicus looking up the inside of Simseku. It's going to put him on the outside as they head towards the hotel. Just got the nose in front. Has found his way around the outside, so Sornicus up into 10th. Hobo will be next on his list of attack. Find the pass. Still behind Casto at the front, holding on to the DRS. Still Sneeze in there as well. Find the pass going very wide through turn 1. Gets it back on track. Moyland is within the DRS of Gunny, who's sitting in 6th place at the moment. Frenzy's up 4 places off the start. Finds himself in 5th place. And Sornicus has got the move done on Hobo before the DRS. It looks like he got that done on the run down towards turn 5. Hobo with DRS to help defend from Simseku. Simseku looking to try and make the move. Hobo goes a little deep into the corner. That's going to compromise him on the run out onto the second DRS straight. This could be Simseku's opportunity to steal that final points place. Simseku looking to the outside, both with DRS. Simseku has the run, but Hobo coming back on the tighter line. Simseku will have the inside into the right-handers by the hotel, and Simseku does get the move done. So Simseku up into 10th. Hobo drops back down to 11th. Whilst that battle's been going on, Moylan's managed to get past Gunny. Finds himself in 6th and in pursuit of Frenzy. Find the pass and Casto have dropped. Still Sneeze. Still right, holding on to 3rd at the moment, but under pressure from Martin. Can Martin get the move done with the DRS? Nicely get the shot of find the pass and Casto at the same time. Martin does get it done on the first run down the DRS straight. Can still come back at him on the second DRS straight. On the pass, it's closing on Casto, but not close enough to go for a move into the hairpin. And a big wiggle on the exit, and that's cost him a couple of tenths. Still within DRS. This is allowing Martin to close that gap down. Still holding on to the DRS. Frenzy isn't really gaining on this battle for third. He's being caught quite rapidly by Moyland. It seems to be the case of late with Moyland when it comes to the actual race. He finds his pace during quali. He seems to struggle. What cable's that that's fucking hanging down? Why are you hanging down? That'll be there. You won't be like that. Oh, we've got a safety car. I was too busy looking at cables in the wrong place. We've got no one out, so why have we got a safety car? Who's got no wing? Cons has got a wing. Zodak's got a wing. Speedy's got a wing. Camu's got no wing. So I'm guessing safety car's being called for Camo. So this will neutralise the race, although Find the Pass coming into the pits. Frenzy picks up a warm penalty. So Find the Pass in the pits, Martin in the pits, Sealed in the pits, Frenzy, Moyland, Gunny, Mrs. Carl, Thornicus, Hobo, Jelly, all coming into the pits. So Simseku moves up by not pitting up into second place. I'm guessing had to slow for Delta, which has allowed Find the Pass to get back out. So what I thought was going to be a bit of a dodgy time to stop has worked out for Find the Pass. Everyone behind him bar Simseku stopped. Simseku got caught by the Delta, so Find the Pass has managed to get in and get a free pit stop. Simseku's holding on to third. Everyone else has come out as well. A place down on where they were. But this is going to bunch everyone back together again. Across to that, you'll go to that. So I can move the power for that and that over to there. That puts them on there. Yeah. Sorry, I'll stop looking at my poor cable management and trying to figure out how to tidy everything up in a minute. Just waiting for everyone to catch back up to the safety car, or catch up to the safety car. So stops. Only Casto and Simseku still to make a stop. Casto on the medium tyre. So he's going to have to swap to the hard at some point. Find the Pass. Simseku, Martin on the hard tyre. Steeled on the medium. Frenzy on the hard. Moyland on the medium. Gunny on the hard, Mr. Carl on the medium, Chronicus on the hard, Jelly and Scarito on the medium, Hobo Dutchman on the hard, Camu and Speedy on the medium, Zodak on the hard, and Cons on the soft. think those who've come in and gone on to the medium, I think they're going to have to stop again. Can't see the medium lasting 20 laps. We've got another lap maybe under safety car. We'll wait and see. We'll see what develops as the race goes on. So safety car in this lap. Let's make sure we are with the leaders. See when Casto decides to go. He's launched out of the penultimate corner. Find the pass. Not falling for it though, keeping within. Simseku starting to drop back already, so Simseku's lost out. Is he gonna play the team game and allow his teammate through? As they go through turn 3 now, Martin is right behind Simseku, looking to try and find a way round. Looking around the outside of turn 5, gets the move done, followed through by Stilled Sneeze. Moyland will be trying to get past as well. Simseku finds himself down in 6, just in front of Frenzy. Can Frenzy get the run of Simseku, trying to find his way back past? Can't get it done. Stilled managed to get the move done on Martin Stilled on the fresh medium. So we'll have a bit more temperature and a bit more pace in the opening phase of this stage of the race. Casto and Find the Pass still battling it out. Find the Pass trying to find a way through anywhere he can. Casto on those used mediums. They're only 8 laps old, but they will be starting to show signs of wear. Find the Pass on the fresh rubber will be trying to get in front and pull away from from Casto at any opportunity. Looking around the outside of turn 1 and then up the inside into 2. Can't quite get close enough. All the while these two are battling. Stilled Sneeze is coming and closing in on the battle as well, and he's pulling everyone else along with him. Moyland sits in 4th place. We'll be watching this battle in front, waiting to pick up the pieces. Martin's dropped down into 5th as Still goes up the inside of Find the Pass and sends it on both Find the Pass and Casto. So 2 places in 1 corner for Stilled Sneeze, and that's put Casto off. He's lost out to Find the Pass, and Moyland in the middle now as they head up towards turn 9. Moyland takes the lead, but Stilled Sneeze coming back up the inside, followed by Martin. Find the Pass finds himself in 4th as the inside into the double right-hander sends it on the inside of Still, but can't get the move done. Still covers that off. So Moyland into the lead. Still Sneeze holding on to 2nd at the moment. Find the Pass trying to find the pass on Stilled, whilst defending from Martin, and Casto has dropped down into 6th place, so he's lost out to Frenzy. Casto having a nightmare, and this all started in the chicane after Stilled sent it on Find the Pass and Casto had to go defensive. So Moyland and Still both on the medium tyre. Find the Pass and Martin on the hard tyre. How long can the medium last for? As Still's looking to try and find his way past Moyland. Find the Pass still holding on to the back. The DRS is enabled, so this train is all the way down to 9th place. Shaunica's just on the back of it, still trying to look around the outside of turn 9 on Moyland. Saying alongside into the right-hander, gives him the inside line. So it's still hot, retakes the lead that he did have for a split second, or at least one straight. So Stilled up into the lead. Moylan drops down into second. Find the pass, and Martin still right on the back of this battle, trying to find the way through. Cons is out. I didn't see Cons go out. Casso having to defend from Gunny behind now. He's losing a little bit of time to Frenzy ahead. We'll get the DRS, as everyone in this train has. And further back, Speedy battling with Camu with the DRS. Speedy on the inside of Camu. Looked like Camu had DRS as well. Not sure why, because none of them are close enough to get the DRS from the pack in front. Speedy with a moment on the exit of the chicane. That's going to give Camu the drive, and with the DRS down, Camu gets the inside into turn 9. Speedy trying to hold on around the outside, but he needs to keep his eyes in his mirrors, because Kelly Kane just behind, trying to pick up any pieces from this battle for 10th place. Camu manages to hold on to 10th for the time being as they go through the hotel. Come back to the front as everyone's crossing the line. So 9-car DRS train is still going. Find the pass, having a moment on the exit of turn 1 though. It's lost him a little bit of ground to Moyland. And just given Martin the incentive to keep pushing, try and find a way past. Casto's lost out to Gunny, so Casto drops down into 7th. He's going to have to start thinking about coming in for a stop soon. Just about entering the pit window for the medium tyre that Casto started on. Or is he going to try and take him as far as possible, hope for another safety car and go on to the soft tyre? As Simseku and Hobo trade places down in 14th and 15th. Hobo with the DRS on the second DRS straight. Gets alongside. Later on the brakes. Retakes the 14th place back, but picks up a penalty for track limits at the same time. Back in front, still holding on to the lead. Moyland not letting go. Find the pass, and Martin on the hard tyre, but keeping up with the guys on the mediums in front. As Casso has come into the pits. And a very bouncy camera there, almost made me feel seasick. Has gone on to the hard, so Castro's going to come out of the pits in 16th place, and with a lot of work to do to try and catch up to that lead pack. That's a nice camera angle on the nose of Moyland as we run down the second DRS straight. Still Sneeze seems to have it covered off on the straight, or at least defending well enough to not let anyone pass. Find the pass, looking up the inside of Moyland into the hotel. Does get the move done, so find the pass back up into second place. Moyland drops down into third, just ahead of Martin, followed by Frenzy, Gunny, Mrs. Cole and Thornicus. Thornicus needs to try and find something here. He's just starting to drop out of the DRS. Speedy up into 9th. Camus sitting in the final points place. Clearly Kane just on the back of this battle, just outside DRS of Camus though. So Camus and Speedy start working together. They can open that gap and pull away from Kelly. Casso's now caught up to Scarito. And gets the move done in turn 5, and then we'll get DRS to help extend that gap as they run up towards the chicane. Not sure if he'll be able to break the DRS gap. He can't. So Scarito will get DRS down the second straight. I think Castro's already opened the gap enough not to worry, not to be concerned about Scarito behind with DRS on the second straight. Moylan's back up into second. Find the Pass has dropped down into fourth, so something's happened there. He's had a moment somewhere and lost 2 places. Now finds himself under a bit of pressure from Frenzy again. Thornicus has closed that gap up, so he's back within the DRS. So this DRS train is running from first through to 8th. Casto with the fastest lap and closing in on the back of Simseku. Moylan's just biding his time. Very similar ERS to Stilled Sneeze as they come onto the DRS straight, or the second DRS straight, then down towards turn 9. Moylan going to the outside, gets the move done well before the break-in. So Moylan back up into the lead, still drops into second. Can Moylan break away from Still this time? Find a way to break that DRS. As everyone back to 8th is just being pulled along through the DRS zones. As Moylan's coming into the pits, so Moylan pits from the lead on lap 17. Where's that going to bring him out, and what tyres are they putting on? That's a fresh set of mediums onto Moylan's car. Castro goes through. Simseku also pits as well. So Moylan's going to come out in 14th. And with a fair bit of work to do, Castro's up into 12th. So he's got past Hobo and now on the back of Dutchman. We come down the first DRS straight. Castro cuts to the inside, gets the move done before the break-in point. So Castro up into 11th. Can Dutchman come back? Castro on the newer rubber. So Castro with that fresher rubber's able to break away. So DRS doesn't come into play. Martin up into the lead of the race. He's got past Still. The Still pulls across. I think he might have caught Find the Pass off guard there. Stilled into the pits. So Find the Pass up into second. Frenzy in third. Gunny in fourth. Thornicus in fifth. Speedy moves up into sixth. Where's this going to bring Stilled out? Casto's through. Dutchman is through. Hobo's pitted. Moylan's through. So Stilled losing out to Moylan there. The undercut working for Moylan. He's come out. He's got a 3-second gap over Still now. They've still got some work to do to try and get back into the points. Moreland with 2 seconds to find on Dutchman. Casto now on to the back of Jelly Kane onto the second DRS straight. Tries to send the dummy round the outside and cut back to the inside. Gets the move done. So Casto up into 8th place. Got 10 laps to go. He's carving his way through the field. I'd expect to see him back near the front of this by the end of the race. Half a second to find to Mr. Camus. There are a few penalties further up ahead as well. Speedy's pitted, so that's a free place back for Casto. Chronicus running in 5th at the moment. It's on the back of this battle for the lead. It's DRS train as Casto has got the move done on Camus into turn 5. It seems to be a good place for Casto to gain places. Doesn't get the DRS that time around, so he must have gone for the move after the detection point. And Camo will get the DRS, but is not going to be close enough to go for it. He doesn't get DRS. What? He was under a second behind at the detection point. So Casto with 7.5 seconds to find to be on the back of Shornicus. Moylan's up into 9th, so back in the points, but some work to do. His teammate just ahead. I don't think his teammate will hold him up when he gets close enough. Frenzy coming into the pit and going for the soft tyre. So where's that going to bring Frenzy out? Camus through, Jelly through, Moylan's through, Stills through. Mrs. Cole will be through as Frenzy just leaving the pits. Bring him out fairly close to Speedy. Speedy running very wide through turn 1. That's given Frenzy a 3.5 second gap back to Speedy and on the fresher soft tyre, so it will have some advantage. Find the pass, has got past Martin to retake the lead of the race. Gunny still just within DRS, but Shornicus has had a moment somewhere. Oh no, it's Frenzy pitted, didn't he? So Frenzy pitted, which was caused Shornicus to be out of the DRS train. And it does seem to be hurting Shornicus as that gap is only getting bigger to Gunny. Casto now only 4 seconds off the back of Shornicus. Said he'd be near the front by the end. Can he keep pushing in these quali laps? Lap after lap. As Martin and find the pass, trade places again in the DRS. These guys need to start looking at that timing board and realising they can't keep holding each other up. They just, 3 of them need to try and work together and pull away from Shornicus and Casso as Find the Pass gets back past Martin in the second DRS straight. So Find the Pass back into the lead. As Casso is ever gaining on Shornicus, but Shornicus losing ground on these guys. Lost 7 tenths over the course of the last lap. Moyland up into 6. Still with, well, quite a bit of work to do to try and close Casto down. Casto now within the DRS of Shawnicus, as Hobo picks up another 3-second penalty. So not close enough to go for that move into turn 5. Shawnicus pulling to the right hand side, trying to break the toe. Casto follows him across, and with the DRS is closing ever more. Frenzy gets the move done on Camus with the DRS down towards the chicane. Shawnicus holding that inside line as they head up towards turn 9. Casto going for a late move on the inside. It's that fresh rubber. Drives it round the inside, gets the move done. Why is my screen gone so stuttery? Oh, lagging to hell. Someone's jumping all over the place. That camera angle's not great. Well, it's a good camera angle, but it don't look good from a flowing sort of perspective. So we've got a yellow flag. That's Zodak round somewhere. He has got back going, but that has brought out a safety car. Ooh, it's going to be a sprint at the end. Who's going to be brave and go in for the softs? The lads at the back are all pitting. I mean, it makes sense. Zodak's going to have to pit because he needs a new wing. But at the front, are they going to stay out? I think they'd be mad to. I think they're all going to come in. If Find the Pass doesn't, everyone else will. I think that's going to be... I think we're going to see everyone in. You've got to be on the faster tyre. We all saw what happened in 21. You've got to be on the best tyre at the end. A late safety car. At least we've got no lap cars to come into play. So Find the Pass, Martin, Gunny all into the pit. Casto coming in as well. Shawnicus, Moyland, Steeled, Frenzy, Mrs. Carl, Camus, Speedy staying out. Speedy going 4-track position. That's going to move Speedy up into 4th place. But he is on the older soft tyre. No, not that one. That one. He's on 5 lap old softs. I mean, they're still going to be good, but they're not going to be great. But is he thinking there's penalties in play? He's got a penalty. Gunny's got a penalty. Most of the grids got penalties, so the further up you are, and if you can hold on. That's another beer done. So Find the Pass in the lead. Martin just behind, followed by Gunny, followed by Speedy, who's a little bit out of sync of everyone around him. Casto, Moyland, Shawnicus, Steeled, Mrs. Carl, Frenzy. Everyone bar Speedy on a fresh set of softs. I'm saying they're 100%. It's possibly used during quali. Certainly going to be in better condition than Speed is. So we're going to have at least another lap under safety car. As Speedy comes in now. He's coming now. Why is he coming now? So that moves Speedy down into 15th. He didn't have anyone to worry about being blocked in the pits from a teammate perspective. I think he's going to regret that in the long run. Could have committed to the strategy. Was waiting on Scarito to catch the pack now. Safety car should be in at the end of this lap. Give us a 2-lap sprint at the end. It's going to be interesting to see what Casto can do. If he can clear Gunny and get straight on to the back of Martin and find the pass. Guys are all similar pace. Gunny the unknown, although looking at how he's running, he is on pace with everyone else. Being Gunny's first race, currently sitting in a podium position. Great first race so far. We'll just wait for Find the Pass to decide when to launch. I'll be hoping is he can catch Martin and Gunny out to slow down Casto. Choosing to go late out the final corner. That's caught Martin slightly off guard. Casto trying to make a move straight away into turn 1 on Gunny and does get the move done. Moyland right there as well, trying to get through, looking around the outside of turn 4. Just going to put him on the outside for 5. Gunny and Casto have looks like a coming together. Connection from Casto looks a little bit iffy there. Casto finds himself dropping down into 5th. No, Casto has left the session, so that's AI in control. Can I get an invite to him quick enough? That one. Oh, yeah, you on Casto. There we go. Invite sent to Casto. So Casto's AI drops him down into 7th. I think it's going to be a sitting duck unless he can get back in. Find the Pass has built a healthy gap to Martin. Moyland has got the move done on Gunny. Shaunicus as well past Gunny. So Shaunicus up into 5th. Gunny and Stiltsneeze holding just on to the back. Casto's dropped a second back on Still, but is back in control of the car now, or should be in control of the car. See, he rejoined. Can he do anything in these last 2 laps? Mrs. Cole battling with Frenzy. Mrs. Cole up into 8th place. Camu sitting in that final points place of 10th, making the move on Frenzy up the inside. And looking up the inside of Mrs. Carl as well. Gets 2 places in a couple of corners. So Camu up into 8th. Mrs. Carl losing out slightly there. Drops down into 9th at the front. Find the Pass has got this lead under control for the time being. Martin and Moylan don't seem to have anything in response. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2. Looks like Stield's gone round and is in the barrier. Not sure what happened to him there. Castro's cleared Gunny. Stield's left the second. So Castro up into 4th, but with some work to do if he wants to try and catch Shornicus. DRS has been enabled, so final lap DRS has been enabled. This might be what Martin needs to steal the win from Find the Pass. Moyland close behind as well. Moyland absolutely rinsing his ERS. Find the Pass has been managing as well. He's massively up on Martin, so he's got plenty of ERS available to defend as Speedy retires in the pits. I think regretting that later pit stop under the safety car. Been really out of sync of everyone. Casto 4 seconds back on Moylan, so I don't think Casto's going to find Moylan. Shornicus trying to find his way around the outside of Casto into turn 5. Casto manages to hold on as we come through the final couple of corners. I'll stay with the leaders, Casto and Shornicus. Casto's got the move done. Shornicus drops back slightly, so Find the Pass takes a win. Martin comes through in 2nd. Moylan picks up 3rd. Casto in 4th. Shornicus was 5th, but gets jumped by Camo due to penalties. Mrs. Cole comes through in 2nd. Gunny picks up 8th. Frenzy picks up 9th. Shelly Kane picks up the final points position in 10th. We'll wait for the full results to come up to go through where everyone finished. McLaren and Alpha and a Mercedes on the podium. So Find the Pass takes the win and picks up fastest lap as well. Martin takes 2nd place. Moyland rounds out your podium finishers. Casto picks up 4th after that late disconnection. Camus picks up 5th. Shornicus takes 6th. Mrs. Carl in 7th. Gunny in 8th. Frenzy in 9th. Kelly picks up that final points position in 10th. Scarito just missing out on the points. Simseku in 12th. Hobo in 13th. Zodak in 14th. Dutchman picks up 15th. Speedy classified in 16th. Stilled classified in 17th. Cons our only official DNF takes 18th. So that was a busy race. A lot of close battles through the field. Hopefully I kept on top of most of them. Thank you everyone for watching and everyone who's been in the chat. Sorry Speedy, I don't know what you mean by the hobo dive. I think I missed that one. It's Canada next week for a sprint. So that should be interesting. Canada's always a interesting track. Why haven't you quit? Yes, I want to leave the session. Thank you everyone for watching. I'll be back next week at the usual time. Please tune in and I'll see you all then.